I'd like to share with you a few of the unique features on our racing designs. Racing blade is a great example of our racing blade, or I call it the blade mast pocket construction. So I'm exposing the tack. Our tack pad can be removed practically to expose the tack roller, which is easy access, which is a good thing if you're changing mast extension lengths. Now the unique feature here is that the roller is mounted with the webbings, and the webbings are on top of the mast pocket, both sides. And that's unusual. If we look inside, I think you can see here the mast panel. Now, it's unique because most race designs, used to be all race designs, had the webbings that mount the roller only on the mast panel inside the mast pocket. So when you're pulling the downhaul, you're loading only the mast panel. And when in 2007, when I began developing, actually 2006, developing the racing blade, I experimented with putting the webbings for the roller on top of the mast pocket sides as well as the mast panel inside. So I'm catching 3 layers with the webbing. And what that does is a couple of good things. It's loading the mast pocket, not just the mast panel. So in the bottom of the mast pocket, the result is a mast pocket that's very tight and stays that way. If you're only loading the mast panel inside, the mast pocket has no direct tension. Essentially, it's being released as the mast panel is being pulled down, and the disparity in tension allows the mast pocket to become rather loose. An additional benefit of having the blade mast pocket construction is that the rotation is improved because you don't have a disparity in tension between the mast panel that's loaded incredibly and a mast pocket which essentially has no load. When the 3 layers are loaded evenly, there's a harmony that allows the rotation to be easy. Another benefit is that when loading only the mast panel, if you're trimming the sail for the upper end, you can be putting an incredible amount of downhaul load on the sail. And many designs that don't have this feature suffer from the racer guys who are tuning for the upper end actually pulling the sail apart. When it's only loading the mast panel, you've got an incredible load. I've done actually some studies on the amount of kilos that we're putting on, and as we're downhauling big race sails, we can be applying 500 to 600 kilos of tension. And when that kind of tension is applied just to a narrow single X-ply luff panel, the result can be that you actually start pulling the sail apart where the stitching is for the batten pockets on the panel inside the mast pocket. So the blade mast pocket construction, loading all 3 layers, it distributes the load evenly between the 3 layers so that you don't have this possibility of pulling the sail apart, pulling the mast panel apart. So there's a number of benefits from this construction. It was unique only to the racing blade when we launched the blade back in 2007, but there are now a number of racing sails on the market that have adopted this construction method, which doesn't surprise me because it really is superior.